Did you hear the news about our boys today? Man, I can't believe what they're about to say. Yo, fam, no matter what the world may do, you know we'll always be a part of Army. That's true. I've been searching for a sign, drowning in the darkness of my mind, trying to find my way, longing for a brighter day. Showed us how to love ourselves, so we say, waiting for you, BTS. Waiting for you, BTS. You're the light that...
Hi guys, it's been a while. For my subscribers, thank you for not leaving me. For anyone who's new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Nisi, and we are about to jump into a new series. If you skipped the intro, it's going to be called Last Week with BTS. And I just wanted to put together some of the fun news that's literally dropping on the daily, all those whispered rumors on the interwebs, and just the fun little nuggets that we get that isn't really tied to the content that they're releasing. I'm sure you're seeing it and reacting to it too. I just kind of want to share that with you guys and share some of my feelings around the news. I also want to know what news I missed too. Before we get into it though, don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. If you like the new series, let me know. Want to continue it if you're liking it, but if you're not really into it, maybe I'll move on to something else. I don't know. The juices keep flowing. All right, so let's get the bad news out of the way, because who wants to get into fun, juicy stuff and then in the middle boo-hoo the mood with some bad news. So let's start with the bad news. First, it was the idea of Weverse DM, right? I wasn't sure about it, but at least it sounds new, it's different, it's a way to try and be engaging and exciting with the fans. Obviously, it's definitely another way to make money. The more information though on the HYBE strategy as that started to roll out, we really got to see that no, it's not just Weverse DM. As a new army, I'm interested with some of the OGs who are watching this channel, what you guys are thinking. It feels unfathomable that I have to pay for subs. I mean, I have to pay for subs. I want to understand what's going on, so I will have to pay for subs. I want the content with our boys. HYBE is starting to look, scrutinize, and then monetize some of the features that we love and hold dear, and K-pop seems to really foster their relationship with their fans. And so of course it's going to make you a little bit sad when you're thinking of the price tag that is put on your love. That I 100% understand. There was one thing that really broke the camel's back. On Tuesday, March 2nd, there were excerpts from HYBE's conference call that were made public. And on the call, they confirmed, that they had already, this is not new, they've already opted into dynamic pricing. It's only something that can be done with the company's consent. There are benefits to HYBE opting into this feature, while resellers are getting oodles of goodies because our fan love, we really are willing to pay high prices just for the opportunity. Resellers are really capitalizing on that. All of that upped costs. You get a $250 ticket and you end up paying $1,600 for it. When that happens, obviously none of the profits go to HYBE. They don't go to the boys, they go to the resellers. There's a part of me that understands what they're doing. Dynamic pricing is not new, it's something that many artists already do. So they specifically called out Suga, RM, and TXT. And in the US concert market, when D-Day, the pre-sale went just like that. People were putting, $150, $250, $350 tickets into their cards, and those prices were double, triple, quadruple when it actually got to checkout. That's dynamic pricing. It's essentially saying we will surge prices based on demand. Airlines, hotels, your Uber, right? I'm going into the city and it's rush hour. It automatically tells me that the prices are basically higher during that period, higher than normal. Not an uncommon practice, but of course it hurts your heart. It wasn't really a surprise with D-Day. We saw it. HYBE is a corporation. They're choosing to play with the big boys like Ticketmaster. They're the true conglomerate Scrooges in this story. HYBE is just choosing to, play ball, and they want to get a stake in the profits that would otherwise be going to resellers. I think what people are most mad about is HYBE story is truly this place that is about the artist and the music. They were a special small label. Now, they're not Big Hit anymore. They're HYBE. They are looking to be a big player. They are looking to be big business. So I think it's just frustrating because you're really realizing in that David and Goliath story, they're willing to play ball, as they would say on Game of Thrones. They are not willing to break the wheel. I think that just disappointed people. So I can understand that anger and frustration. But I also do understand business and the economics of who their bottom line really is owed to. and it's their shareholders. This YouTube video that I found, I like this channel. It's called Asian Entertainment and Culture. The woman that hosts that channel is named Fairlane, and she explains not just the con side of the situation, but she does a really good job of explaining in way better detail in terms of what the pro side of it is for HYBE. Also tries to show why certain fans might also appreciate this type of dynamic pricing. I'll love it. Will the video make you less mad about the situation? No, probably not. It, for me at least, brought my boil to like a nice little simmer. I really do think that like things won't change until something is done legislatively. I have concerns that obviously dynamic pricing continues to allow resellers to do what they do. They just will do it for more and more and more money. I paid an exorbitant amount of money for my D-Day tickets, and again, it was worth it, and I could afford it, but it makes me sad for people who can't, and especially people who are younger than me, who are relying on, you know, parents, people who are taking care of them to pay for these things, and how hard it must be to break the heart of a young kid you love if you can't afford something like this. I think people are trying to do the right thing, not trying to impact album sales in any way for the boys, but trying to hit HYBE as a corporation where it hurts them, which is their merch. Do I think that any sustained ban of buying that stuff is going to make a difference in the long run? Probably not, but I am the type of person who would say it's worth a shot. Maybe someone will listen, and if not, maybe other fans in other equally powerful fandoms will try to band together. The labels have to do something and put that pressure back on Ticketmaster. But I wouldn't hold my breath, sadly. I think this is something that we are certainly going to have to get used to. And lucky for the folks where it's not yet in that market. Enjoy these ticket prices while you can. A second bad news, and then that's the last bad news. We're going to get into all the good news of the week. Am I going to go into a rant? I might go into a rant right now. Okay. Waking up early on Thursday, if there is an example of 0 to 100, real quick, it was my anger. I checked the Weaver's posts. It's JK's post. You know it's bad when my mother, who is like not even the greatest at technology, nor a K-pop fan, her only true interest is how much she knows I love it. She knew this was bad. I didn't know like the word sasaeng a year ago, didn't know what it was, didn't know what it meant, didn't know it existed, and I literally wish I could poof all of these sasaengs into the non-existence that they were for me before I knew they existed. Talk about people with too much time on their hands. What a luxury. Use it for good. All stalkers, I think, need to go to a land where it's like a limbo land, where they're just like forced to roam forever, searching for their obsession, but never to set eyes on them ever again. People just show up to like unlisted appointments for the members, freaking the heck out of them. It makes me especially sad, like knowing this fandom, they're so caring of the boys, to see like someone twist that. Oh, I hate it. It makes me think of like the stories that I've heard of armies who have like seen BTS and even taken pictures, but have never interrupted that, have never made a scene so that others in public know that they're out there. Just allowed them to enjoy and just appreciated that they were the special few that got to get a glimpse, that got to snap a picture and not bother them. Maybe throw them a little heart up. This is what I will say. This is probably the full force of my rant. Someone's personal domain is as far as you can go without physically harming them. It's that even if that person like never crosses the threshold into your home, it is still emotionally and mentally invasive. Knowing that someone you don't know, therefore you don't trust, knows where you live, and they can appear at any moment, it's really frightening. And you know why? Have you seen this world? This world is crazy. Literally, people don't care about other people's emotions. They don't care about their well-being. They don't care about their physical well-being. And sadly, there's so many people in this crazy world right now who don't care about people's lives. So if in your head, you're not understanding why your love isn't appreciated, think about how crazy this world is and what it feels like for someone to possibly just be lurking in every corner, ready to pounce at you in your most personal spaces and moments. You are a stranger to this person. Whether you are a fan or whether you don't know them, you are the same to them. You are a stranger right now. They don't know what your intentions are and they don't know you. So it should be pretty simple, but stop sending gifts to their homes, like donate those gifts to charities. There are people who actually do need those things. So help someone and don't scare someone. Stop sending food to his house. He can feed himself as a grown man with a lot of money. Give that food, again, to a homeless shelter, a food bank, a place that actually has people who are starving and in need and could use it. That would be a good deed. Just stop showing up where you're not expected. I don't have an alternative solution for you there. It's just creepy. Just leave them in their private lives to peace. They give so much more, in my opinion, than any other artist. I know I've said this before, and I probably will say it 50 million times. I'm always in awe of the amount of themselves that they give to their fans, so much more than so many other people that I have stand now or in the past. And I know I'm ranting right now. My rant is over. I'm not talking to true fans. Let's be clear, a true fan doesn't like place fear into the heart of their idols, right? So I know I'm not speaking to you true fans out there, but I felt like it had to be said. Bad news out of the way. Okay, there's so much cute, fun, exciting like news to get into this week, so let's just get into it. We start the weeks with Sunday to Saturday, so let's go to Sunday. Okay, on Sunday, Jungkook and Mingyu from 17 were spotted at an after party for Louis Vuitton. I really hope they got to enjoy their private lives in peace on that night and just have fun with friends and enjoy themselves. Suga went to a Knicks concert at Madison Square Garden and he got to meet Patrick Ewing. If you don't know Patrick Ewing, he is a all-star in terms of Knicks history. I am not a sporty person, and I know Patrick Ewing. In the 90s, he was an integral part of like making the Knicks as successful as they were. He is definitely a New York legend. I just always thought Patrick Ewing was so graceful. I remember when I was a kid, Muggsy Bogues, and Muggsy Bogues was another basketball player, but he was super well known for being short. He was 5'3". I feel like Suga would have loved to meet Muggsy Bogues. And I hope I can find this video. There was a period where I'm pretty sure Muggsy Bogues, 5'3", Patrick Ewing, definitely over 7 feet, blocked one of Patrick Ewing's shots. It was like a great moment in history. Knowing what a fan Yoongi is, it's going to be really, really cool to see all of the legends that he's going to get to meet is in this NBA ambassador role. Next up is Monday. I'm saying it like we don't know the days of the week. Jimin kept his promise to LE SSERAFIM. So I remembered that Kazuha and Sakura, they joined him when he had released Like Crazy, so they did a Like Crazy challenge with him, and it was really, really cute. They like asked him to do a challenge when they have their comeback.
저희가 5월에 컴백을 해서 같이 할 수 있도록 언젠가 5월에 컴백을 해서 시간만 되면 틱톡 챌린지를 부탁드립니다. 5월에
무조건 해야죠. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
네, 도와주셔서 감사해요, 진짜.
감사합니다.
너무 행복했습니다.
감사합니다.
And he kept his promise to them, and he came back and did a challenge with them, and this time he did it, I believe, with Kazuha, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that, and also Unche, who for some reason I love. I don't really know LE SSERAFIM at all. It's just her face, clearly, and like whatever little clips I've seen from like, I think she like hosts like one of the music shows, and I think she's just adorable. Seriously, anyway, he looks adorable. And just the little smile at the end when he's doing all the moves before he runs away. It was so good. It was so cute. There was another story about Tae. So he was wrapping up Jinny's Kitchen, apparently with the fans. He like did a little impromptu show. It's good. Are you ready? Let's go. He cooked food after the kitchen closed. He just continued to cook and cook and cook because he wanted to feed the fans that had been waiting outside. So even after the show was wrapped, which was super, super sweet, he was in the kitchen. He's just a really, really good soul, and you can see it. You can see it in how he treats people around him. You can see it in what he does. I love it. On Monday, there was also a bunch of rumors. Jimin, there were a ton of rumors about him going to the Met Gala. I didn't really think it was going to happen. I also feel like that's a lot.
You guys
Do you guys think she'll come back for another one, an encore? Do you guys think she's gonna come back or not?
I don't think so.
No, she'll come back, okay.
What I really felt was if our boys are gonna go to the Met Gala, which they should at some point, I would love to see them on the red carpet. I think they're gonna do it together first as a team, and then I think they'd be willing to like go willy-nilly as solo whenever one of them wants to go. Maybe 2025 is the year of the BTS Met Gala, or like 2026 because it might be closer to the end of 2025, so like 2026. But maybe that is the moment. That's just my theory. I know nothing. But wouldn't it have been to see what he would have worn? Like I just imagine him drenched in jewels. Up next, JK's billboard. If you've seen them in Macau, China. Like how many car accidents? Can we get statistics of fender benders, please? Fender bender statistics. No injuries, I hope. 3, like perfectly in this one little area of Macau. Huge, like video billboards. I can't imagine that there weren't a couple of like someone trying to slow roll just to like sneak a peek at our JK, like real. For me, the biggest thing of Monday was definitely Suga and Jimmy Fallon. I think recently Jimmy Fallon might have been getting a little bit of like writer's strike flack. I wonder what that was about. Older viewers, do you remember the 2008 writer's strike? I remember it. I thought at the time my world was going to end. I was like, what is my life without television? It's funny how crazy, less than 20 years. I've got like 50 million shows I'm planning to catch up on. I should be good. Please, Hollywood, support our writers, because to leave 2% on the bargaining table because you weren't willing to accept that and now you have a strike, that's your fault. Hollywood. Literally nothing exists without them. So Suga, he was great on Jimmy Fallon. I really, really appreciate Jimmy. He's been a great host to BTS from the visits I've seen thus far. He is always super fun. He's laid back, that's his vibe, but he seems enthusiastic about BTS. I really loved their non-verbal banter, like with the imposter game.
Okay, audience?
No.
Suga, your turn. Okay.
I thought that was super sweet. Yoongi owned his interview, his dry wit.
아니, 나는 MBA가 왜 사실 연락이 왔을 때 왜 엠베서더가 필요하지? 라는 생각을 했거든요. 나보다 MBA가 더 유명하지 않나?
His self-assuredness.
I read this somewhere. Tell me if this is true. You were a food delivery guy?
네. 굉장히 잘했죠.
You were very good.
네, 내가 좀 잘했었 나는.
What made you good? You just
내가 운전을 좀 잘했어.
That helps.
He owned that interview. He was busting more jokes than the actual host comedian. I'm just saying, good job, Yoongi. The two also took shots.
Oh. Not vinegar. That's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Good luck. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Suga, everybody, August D.
It just seemed like a whole lot of fun. I think of the show, my favorite question was if he was the best basketball player in BTS.
Are you kidding me?
Really?
멤버들은 룰도 모를 텐데.
That answer was priceless. We got to see Yoongi's acting skills. We had like a little showdown of like August D, Suga, and Jimmy gets in the middle of it.
I think you should leave. You don't want to see this.
What's going on, guys?
I'll be right back, Jimmy. This will only take a minute.
Okay, I'll see you or you later.
And last but not least on Monday, new Sushrita episode drop. And I got to meet Woozy from 17. I really enjoyed that. I got a reaction for that. Check that out. I think it's over here. The videos always get flipped and then I'm very confused. So I'm just gonna do this and I'm gonna hope that I mean, it'll eventually be put in the right place, right? Pretty busy Monday. Let's get to Tuesday. We got the announcement that BTS, who was going to be a part of this series, this Korean animated film called Bastions. So we knew that they were going to be a part of the OST, but we just didn't really know much information about that info. The title track is apparently going to be called The Planet, and it looks like it's going to be dropping next week, May 12th. So I'm interested to check in and hear that song because it's going to be the newest song that we get with all the boys together. So why am I not going to listen to it? Big news of Tuesday, Hybe. I hope this doesn't harken back to the bad news and make anybody mad when I'm talking about the gangbuster Q1 performance that this company has had. It is considered good news. Their earnings jumped 44%. That's a lot. I mean, that's almost 50%. It really is in large part, they noted, due to Jimin and Suga's solo efforts, the efforts of groups like TXT and 17. Again, sorry if bringing up all that potential earnings made you mad again. Maybe this will get you excited. I love the fandom. So netizens, I don't know if it was armies, I don't know if it was netizens. I just learned what netizens are not too long ago. They are straight up using financial reports to deduce when our albums drop. Like, I didn't even know this was a thing. I obviously understand business and like financial reporting, but like, I just didn't think that like people were literally scouring for when albums were dropped. I love this. Do we have an official countdown for KTH1 or for JJK1? No, we do not. But we have some very likely dates based on reports. They are speculative reports. They're by Hanwha Investment and Securities in the past, and they've actually been right about the quarter that Jimin and Suga's albums. Maybe they're right about this. Looks like for Tae, it said that it's likely he's going to release. They have it planned for Q3, which would be between July and September, and then that JK, his solo, is planned for October through December for Q4. It seems like we're getting it. Repeat, nothing is confirmed. But again, prior estimates was right. July, August, September, not too far away. And then the other months will come so soon afterwards. It's something to look forward to. Shortly after that news kind of started surfacing, V also posted on Instagram. He posted like very cryptically, just good morning. Except it wasn't morning. It was like the dead of night. It was like 2 a.m. A lot of folks on like Twitter were talking about how he had said when he works on his music, his nights and his days get flipped, right? So like your morning is technically night and your night is technically day. So maybe it's just a signal, hey, I got music coming up and hey, I'm like feeling in the morning vibe at 2 a.m. Maybe he's making music. I'm just saying that's what the interwebs were saying. My favorite news. When we crushed Billboard, how was our D-Day going to do? Haegum debuted at number 58 on the Hot 100. Suga earned number 2 on the Billboard 200 chart. So he has now tied his brother, Jimin, his bandmate, Jimin. They are now the highest ranking Korean solo artists in history when it comes to the Billboard 200 chart. He also got number 1 on top rap albums. Just saying, not bragging, just saying. Tuesday is done, celebrations galore. So let me know what you guys thought about this series. I'm breaking it up into 2 series because I didn't think that this would be as long. So I don't know if it'll always be split up. I hope I can eventually smush them together, but not anticipate that my bad news would just be a freaking 25-minute rant. So thank you guys if you enjoyed that. Otherwise, I want to know, like, what was the good news that I shared that, like, you guys were also chattering about? How did you feel about the bad news? Like, please feel free, vent in the comments. That's what I am here for. I want to hear it because I'm sure I still have more venting to do as well. And then I also want to know, like, what stories might I have missed or maybe even skipped because I might have seen them, but I couldn't include everything that really had you guys talking. So please let me know. Like and subscribe. The most important thing is talk to me because I like talking to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed last week with BTS, April 30th through May 6th. I will see you again next Sunday. So hope you guys all have a good next week. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others.
BTS, you're the light that guides us home. 7 we can depend on. Wait, you came into my life, a ray of sunshine in the night. How you somehow with love set me free to begin to believe in me. The way you came into my life, a ray of sunshine in the night. I used to think that I was on my own, now I see I'm never alone.